Welcome, gents. When people talk about why some men ignore women, they often throw around the same old reasons, being shy, uninterested, or playing hard to get. But for Sigma males, the story is different. They don't follow the usual rules of social interaction or relationships. These men value their independence above all else, and often see traditional dating dynamics as more of a distraction than a priority. The reasons they ignore women aren't rooted in arrogance or disinterest. Instead, it comes from a deep need to protect their inner world, stay true to themselves, and avoid the traps that typical relationships might bring. For them, it's less about rejecting others and more about maintaining their unique path in life. Let's get started, and don't forget to let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Number 1 on the list: intellect over aesthetics. For most people, physical appearance plays a big role in attraction, but Sigma males don't see it that way. Sure, they notice how someone looks, but it's not what keeps them interested. For them, intelligence, character, and a strong sense of purpose are what truly matter. A pretty face can only hold their attention for so long if there's nothing deeper behind it. Sigma males value meaningful conversations. If a woman's thoughts don't challenge their mind or spark their curiosity, she quickly fades into the background, no matter how attractive she might be. Shallow small talk or surface-level conversations feel like a waste of time to them. What they're really after is depth, someone who thinks critically, can discuss complex ideas, and has passions that drive them. To a Sigma, purpose is sexy. A woman who knows what she's about, has a vision for her life, and is working toward her goals is far more appealing than someone who only cares about appearances or social status. They want to connect with someone who brings something valuable to the table, intellectually and emotionally. In the end, while many men might chase physical beauty, Sigma males are drawn to women who offer something more substantial. Without intelligence, character, and purpose, even the most beautiful woman becomes invisible to them. Number 2, avoiding drama and chaos. Sigma males have a keen sense when it comes to spotting drama, and they avoid it like the plague. They don't have the patience or energy for unnecessary chaos, emotional outbursts, or petty arguments. The moment they sense a woman is surrounded by drama, whether it's constant conflicts with friends, messy relationships, or a general vibe of emotional instability, they'll step back without a second thought. For them, peace and simplicity are key. They thrive in environments where they can think clearly, focus on their goals, and maintain their sense of control. Silent chaos, loud arguments, or any form of emotional volatility is seen as a distraction, something that pulls them away from the calm and balance they've worked hard to achieve. Sigma males value emotional stability and maturity in a partner, and when that's missing, they quickly lose interest. It's not that they're cold or uncaring, they just don't see the point in getting involved in unnecessary conflict. They know drama only leads to stress, wasted time, and emotional exhaustion, none of which they're willing to tolerate. If a woman's life is full of ups and downs, or if she seems to thrive on creating chaos, a Sigma male won't stick around to see where it leads. They value their peace too much to be pulled into someone else's storm. Number 3, they're allergic to performative love. In the age of social media, love often looks like a performance. From carefully staged couple photos to public declarations of affection, relationships sometimes feel more like a show than something genuine. Sigma males can't stand this. For them, love is supposed to be real and personal, not something you broadcast for likes or validation. Sigma males are turned off by the need to constantly prove your relationship to the world. They don't see the point in posting couple selfies, writing long birthday tributes online, or updating everyone on every milestone. To them, real love is private and meaningful. It's about the connection between two people, not about how others perceive it. When love starts to feel performative, Sigma males check out. They're not interested in relationships that look perfect on the outside but lack substance on the inside. Public displays of affection can often feel forced or staged, and if a relationship starts to feel like it's for show, they'll walk away. Sigma males value sincerity, and they have no interest in being part of a relationship that feels like an act. In their eyes, the best parts of love are the quiet moments, when no one else is watching. That's where true connection lies. If a woman is more focused on how their relationship looks to others than how it feels between them, she'll quickly lose a Sigma male's interest. Number 4. They don't want to be someone's project. Sigma males have a strong sense of who they are, and they're not interested in being someone else's project. Many have experienced women who, with good intentions, try to mold them into something more conventional or easier to understand. Whether it's trying to change their habits, get them to open up more, or make them fit into a typical relationship mold, Sigma males see through it, and they're not having it. It's not that they dislike the women who do this. In fact, they often recognize it comes from a place of care. But the problem is, they don't want to be fixed. Sigma males value their independence and individuality more than anything else. The idea of changing who they are to fit someone's expectations goes against everything they stand for. They prefer to be accepted as they are, flaws and all, rather than being seen as a puzzle to solve. Being someone's project feels limiting to a Sigma male. They don't want to feel like they're under construction, constantly being tweaked to meet someone else's standards. They value growth, but on their own terms and at their own pace. When a woman tries to push them into a certain box, they don't respond with anger. Instead, they quietly distance themselves. They ignore these efforts not out of spite, but because they won't sacrifice their true self just to make a relationship easier for someone else. To them, real love means accepting and embracing each other as is. Number 5. They've built their own internal universe. Sigma males are known for living in their own heads. They've built such a rich and complex internal world that stepping into someone else's, especially through a romantic relationship, can feel overwhelming. Their inner universe is filled with deep thoughts, ideas, and reflections that they explore on their own terms. It's a place of solitude where they find peace, clarity, and inspiration. For a Sigma male, this internal world is delicate and sacred. Introducing someone else into it can feel like adding chaos to the calm. Relationships often come with emotional highs and lows, expectations and compromises. While these things are normal for most people, Sigma males see them as disruptions to the flow of their inner lives. It's not that they're against love or connection. It's just that they've built a life where their thoughts, ideas, and goals are the priority. They'd rather dive deeper into their own minds than risk losing themselves in the dynamics of a relationship. To a Sigma male, the external world can sometimes feel shallow compared to the vastness of what they've created within. Engaging romantically can seem like venturing into unknown territory, where the stakes are high and the peace they've worked so hard to maintain could be disturbed. That's why they often choose solitude over romance. It's not about avoiding people, but about preserving the richness of their internal universe, which they see as far more fulfilling than the uncertainty of emotional entanglements. Gents, if you're liking the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay in the loop with all our latest content. Your support enables us to keep delivering fascinating insights. Now, let's dive back in. Number 6. Past experiences. Sigma males, like anyone, are shaped by their past experiences, especially in relationships. But for them, these experiences have a lasting impact on how they approach future connections. If they've had negative encounters or been disappointed in past relationships, it can make them more cautious, even hesitant to engage again. Unlike others who might jump back into the dating pool after a rough breakup, Sigma males take a different approach. They're reflective and tend to process their experiences deeply. If they've been hurt or let down before, they aren't quick to forget it. Instead, they analyze what went wrong, often to the point where they become wary of repeating those same patterns. This means they may be slower to trust or open up, not because they don't care, but because they've learned to protect themselves from potential heartache. Their cautiousness can sometimes be mistaken for indifference or detachment, but it's really about self-preservation. They've seen how messy relationships can get, and they don't want to dive into something unless they're sure it won't lead to the same disappointments. So they disengage at the first sign of trouble or avoid relationships altogether if they sense even a hint of the same patterns. For a Sigma male, it's not about being emotionally unavailable, it's about being wise. They've learned from the past and are determined not to fall into the same traps again. To them, peace and stability are more important than risking their well-being for a relationship that might not work out. Number 7. Self-respect and self-worth. Sigma males have a deep sense of self-respect and self-worth, and they guard it fiercely. They've spent a lot of time understanding who they are and what they stand for, and they won't let anyone or anything compromise that. When it comes to relationships, this means they're very selective about who they invest their time and energy into. If a Sigma male senses that pursuing a relationship could diminish his self-esteem or make him question his own value, he'll walk away without hesitation. It's not about arrogance or thinking he's better than others, it's about preserving his sense of self. He's worked hard to build a strong foundation of self-worth, and he's not willing to let a relationship undermine it. Relationships often come with expectations, compromises, and sometimes emotional games. If a Sigma male feels that getting involved with someone might push him into a situation where he has to constantly prove his worth or sacrifice his values, he'll choose to ignore it altogether. He knows that his self-respect is non-negotiable, and he won't let anyone put him in a position where he has to compromise it. For a Sigma male, maintaining his sense of value is more important than any romantic connection. He won't chase after love if it means lowering his standards or bending to someone else's expectations. To him, protecting his self-respect is the ultimate form of self-care, and he's willing to walk away from any relationship that threatens it. Number 8. Low tolerance for inconsistency. Sigma males often have a strong sense of what they want and need, and one of their core values is consistency. They thrive in environments where things are predictable and reliable, both in their personal lives and their relationships. When it comes to interacting with others, they hold a high standard for reliability and straightforwardness. If a Sigma male notices any sign of inconsistency or unreliability in someone's behavior, it can be a major red flag for him. This might manifest as mixed signals, erratic communication, or even just a general sense that someone isn't quite genuine or dependable. To a Sigma male, such inconsistencies can feel like a threat to their stability and peace of mind. For them, a stable and predictable relationship is crucial. They value clear intentions and honest communication because it helps them feel secure and focused. If they sense that someone might bring unpredictability or emotional turmoil into their lives, they might choose to distance themselves. This isn't about being cold or dismissive. It's about protecting their well-being and maintaining a sense of control over their personal space. In essence, Sigma males are all about maintaining balance and harmony in their lives. If they perceive that someone's behavior doesn't align with this need for stability, they may withdraw to avoid potential complications. Their decision to ignore someone is often a strategic move to preserve their own sense of peace and consistency. Number 9. Women can be a distraction from existential reflection. Sigma males are known for their deep, introspective nature. They frequently dive into profound questions about life's meaning, their purpose, and the inevitability of mortality. This kind of existential reflection isn't just a pastime for them. It's a significant part of their daily life. Their minds are often preoccupied with these weighty thoughts, which shape their worldview and priorities. In this context, engaging in romantic relationships can sometimes feel like a distraction from these deeper inquiries. For a Sigma male, the complexities of dating or the demands of a relationship might seem superficial when weighed against the backdrop of their existential musings. They might view these pursuits as less meaningful compared to their quest for understanding life's bigger questions. When they consider investing time and energy into a relationship, they might question whether it aligns with their profound sense of purpose. They often feel that the emotional and social energy required for relationships could detract from their introspective pursuits. To them, focusing on existential questions offers a more fulfilling and authentic way to spend their time. This isn't to say that Sigma males don't value connections or companionship. It's more about where they choose to direct their energy. They might prioritize their inner quest for meaning over what they see as the more transient aspects of social interactions. In their eyes, engaging deeply with life's grand questions takes precedence, making relationships seem like a secondary concern. Number 10. feminine energy, often conflicts with their solitude. Sigma males find solace and strength in their solitude. It's not just about enjoying being alone, it's a crucial part of how they grow and stay centered. Their alone time is when they recharge, reflect, and pursue their passions without external interruptions. This solitude is a sanctuary where they maintain their peace and focus. When feminine energy enters the picture, it can bring a level of unpredictability and emotional intensity that disrupts this delicate balance. Women, by nature, often bring a different kind of emotional depth and variability into relationships. While this can be beautiful and enriching, it can also clash with the Sigma male's need for tranquility and stability. For Sigma males, the emotional fluctuations and dynamic interactions that come with romantic relationships can feel overwhelming. They're used to their own rhythms and patterns, and any external emotional turbulence can feel like a storm in their calm sea. This doesn't mean they don't appreciate or respect feminine energy. It's just that their way of operating thrives on a more predictable, serene environment. If a relationship starts to introduce too much chaos or emotional volatility, Sigma males might retreat. They're not avoiding intimacy or connection, but are simply protecting their sacred space. They need that quiet and stability to function at their best, and if the dynamics of a relationship threaten that, they'll choose their inner peace over the potential disruption. In the end, the real reasons Sigma males might ignore women come down to their deeply ingrained values and personal preferences. These men are known for their strong sense of independence and self-respect, which shapes how they interact with others, especially in romantic contexts. They don't just dismiss women arbitrarily, their actions are rooted in a profound understanding of themselves and their needs. Sigma males are drawn to depth and authenticity. If a relationship feels superficial or performative, they won't waste their time. They need connections that challenge them intellectually and resonate with their own sense of purpose. They also highly value their peace and solitude, which means they avoid anything that might disrupt their inner balance or bring unnecessary drama into their lives. Past experiences also play a significant role. Negative experiences in previous relationships can make them cautious and reluctant to dive into new ones unless they're confident it won't repeat past disappointments. They're not about to let their self-worth be compromised by a relationship that doesn't meet their standards or make them feel valued. Ultimately, Sigma males ignore women not out of disinterest or disdain, but because they're committed to protecting their inner world and maintaining their self-respect. Their approach to relationships is about preserving their own sense of identity and ensuring that any connection they pursue truly enhances their life rather than disrupts it. For Sigma males, staying true to themselves means choosing carefully where to invest their time and energy. So gents, if you've enjoyed this exploration of Sigma males, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful content. Click the bell icon to get notifications about our latest videos and join the discussion by sharing your thoughts below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to invite other Sigma sisters to join us. Bye and God bless.